Hello everyone, this is Will.
And this is Alex.
And welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out at Night.
Mostly.
Well, this was a goddamn adorable.
Look, you said at some point during the viewing of Frogs that you did not think there would be a less scary animal attack movie.
I did.
And I was tickled inside.
You filled with joy because of that comment, right?
Because I knew that we would eventually watch Night of the Lepus.
Night of the Lepus.
And I knew that you would eat those words.
Now, we also mentioned, how in that Frogs episode, we also mentioned that
Monty Python.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail, how they had the rabbit killing people, right?
Yeah.
The bunny, and it was hilarious.
Yes. They smeared ketchup on it.
Yeah. So, the Latin word for lepus is rabbit.
Specifically hare.
Yes. It's the scientific word for a hare. So, Night of the Rabbit.
Yeah.
Or, as it was originally supposed to be called, Rabbits.
Wabbits.
Wabbits.
Wabbit season.
That's right, people. A horror movie where the monster... I have to use
Monsters.
I use this word lightly because they're quote unquote monsters are rabbits. Little fluffy rabbits.
Yes. Terrifying.
Terrifying, fluffy, adorable little rabbits.
Why?
I asked that question way too much during this.
Why?
Anything. I don't know.
Anything.
I don't know.
Anything would have been scarier.
Than rabbits?
Yes.
I literally can't think of anything less scary than a rabbit.
Yes. Rabbits and guys in suits.
I'm trying to think of something less scary than a rabbit. Maybe like squirrels. Like maybe squirrels.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But you never know. We might eventually one day end up with...
squirrels.
Yes!
Okay, so...
anything's possible.
This movie's a goddamn adorable, but we need to get into it. Alright, so, the majority of this movie is just, like, the rampage.
Yes.
But, like, we need to, I guess, go over the setup of said rampage.
Yes. If you've seen any cheesy 50s sci-fi movie, this is that, but with rabbits.
Yeah, with something less threatening.
Yeah, with the least threatening thing ever.
Carnivorous rabbits. Okay, so it starts out with like a news story about the epidemic of rabbits and like how they're a plague on society and how they're like overpopulating the earth.
And the things that farmers have to do to get rid of them.
Right. And they mentioned like Australia and New Zealand and how the United States is getting it now too.
Yeah.
Which is all true.
Yeah, it's all true. This was also where you got it. Because I didn't tell you what the monsters were.
This is where it clicked. I was like, oh shit, this movie's about rabbits.
You know what feeling went through you? Oh. That was you. Just, oh.
Yeah, just pure, oh. Oh, Lepus. Okay.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
And then you're like, no way.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way they can do it. The scenes with rabbits killing people would be just way too stupid.
Oh, right? They figured out a way.
Boy.
They figured it out.
It's a way. I don't know if it's a good way, but it's a way.
Oh, man. It's a great way.
It's the only... Literally, they used whatever they could to make rabbits horrifying.
Yeah, and it all fails.
And it fails because the rabbits are too cute.
There's nothing scary about them at all.
No.
Nothing.
Okay, so we get a farmer who's having a problem with all these rabbits on his land. They're taking up all the crop for, like, the cows and, like, the
making holes everywhere.
Making holes everywhere, so horses, like... So, we see him, like, trotting through the desert. Because it's filmed in Arizona.
Yeah.
So he's trotting through the desert, and his horse trips in one of the rabbit holes and breaks its leg, so he has to kill it.
Immediately.
Yeah. Like, no remorse whatsoever.
No, he just shoots it. Yeah.
Goes back to the farm, tells his son that, like, the...
Daughter.
The daughter, right. And he tells someone to get, like, a professor on the line. Because he's like...
His friend is, like, a professor.
A professor at, like, a university. That's and then he knows some...
He knows someone else who's... Because the thing is that he doesn't want to, like, drop poison on his land or do anything crazy. Because he wants to keep sort of the balance in nature. And he doesn't want to, like, just completely kill off all the rabbits, because then, like, bugs will run rampant.
Yeah.
Things like that. So he wants I guess, a more efficient way of doing it. And his friend tells him about these scientists who are figuring out a way to control insects.
Right. They're researching, like, bats when we first are introduced to them.
Yes.
And they're, like, recording their sounds so they can, like, go...
They want to figure out how to, like, guide bats to certain locations.
That are overrun with grasshoppers.
Yes. Fine.
I mean, none of this pertains to any of the movie, but...
Fine.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
It's fine.
So the farmer tells them all about this, like, epidemic of rabbits, and they're like, well, maybe we could introduce, like, some, I don't know, steroid that will make, like, them...
It'll, like
stunt their growth or something.
It'll, like, mess with their, reproductive system.
Yeah, basically killing off the weaker rabbits.
So they get a bunch of them.
They collect a bunch of rabbits from the farmer.
And start injecting them with shenanigans.
Yep. And their fucking daughter...
Fucking kids.
She has this favorite rabbit.
Yes.
And they have just injected her favorite rabbit with this, like, serum...
This gobbledygook.
That is supposed to, like, kill off the weaker rabbits.
Yeah.
So she switches the rabbits.
Yeah.
And then is like, Mommy, like... The farmer said I could have a rabbit. He said I could have one, and so she takes her fucking favorite one.
And what happens immediately when she gets there?
She just drops it, and it runs... Oh, no, wait, no, yeah.
This other asshole kid tells her to, like, drop the rabbit.
Drop the rabbit! Those rabbits killed my chickens!
Yes.
Kills the disease.
I don't...
Killed my chickens.
I'm not sure if that... happens. I don't think it does.
We never saw chickens getting killed.
No, and I don't think it happens in the real world either.
I didn't see chickens at all, and rabbits don't kill chickens, but whatever.
Apparently rabbits just want some chicken wings, so they kill his chickens. And then she just drops it, and immediately the rabbit runs into a rabbit hole. And then we're just like, oh.
You're like, yeah, just, I see what they're doing.
Get it!
I get what they're doing here.
It's stupid, but you know what? I get it.
Oh, it's dumb.
So, immediately after that, not immediately, he tells her that he wants to take her to, like, this old gold mine or something.
Right.
And, because I guess he knows, like, someone there, and it's just this guy who lives in this, like, hut outside of there. And they look in the hut and there's nobody in there. It's kind of trashed. And he tells the girl, hey, go in the cave and see if you can find whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm. So the boy starts looking in the shack and sees this, like, big footprint.
Big footprint.
because he knocks over a bunch of stuff, and there's like flour, and you see a big footprint. And then he's looking, and then the girl goes deeper into the cave, and you hear this.
What do you think that could be?
Well, there's only one thing it could be, because they keep showing them over and over and over.
No. Never. No one would do that.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
So it shows
a rabbit.
Close-up angled thing, like shots of rabbits.
Of an adorable domesticated
rabbit.
Fucking bunny or some shit.
And then they cut like scenes of the guy laying on the ground.
Yes.
And then they just smear ketchup over
and it's supposed to look like they are eating the body.
It doesn't look like it at all.
No, but that's what you're supposed to think.
Yeah.
You didn't notice it, but your brain did.
Yeah. I put 2 and 2 together, but it does not look like those rabbits are killing him.
No, because they can't.
Because they're just close-up shots of the rabbit and then shots of him.
Of a fucking bunny. It's snarling its tiny teeth. And with ketchup on its face.
Don't worry, we get more scenes.
It's only uphill from here.
Yeah, it is.
Only uphill.
The sky's the limit.
Yes. And she freaks the fuck out and faints.
Yeah, she starts screaming and she wakes up in the doctor's office. And doesn't he say to grab more rabbits because he needs to study more? Like one of the rabbits has doubled in growth, and they need to. This is the last time you see the research lab, by the way. So it doesn't really matter, but I think he says to grab more rabbits.
No, it's I don't remember what he says, but he says that they want to investigate.
Yeah.
And after this, it goes to a truck driver.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's stopped on the side of the road
for something.
And he like opens up the back of his truck. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't either.
But you hear this. And like.
Yeah, like
it's like these little pads.
These little like, pitter patters.
Yeah.
And
and then
and they got like the spooky music and all this shit.
It's supposed to be suspenseful.
But you just see like these normal sized rabbits walking over a hill. And like eventually he like looks at something and screams, and then it cuts away.
Mm-hmm. Then we get the sheriffs coming to investigate the murder?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the cops comes there to investigate. He sees like all this debris, and he sees like these bloody clothes. And that is the moment when you told me, this is fucking vanilla. And
little did I know.
Out of fucking nowhere, it cuts to the guy's dead body, and his arm is like torn off.
Well, he's in like little pieces. Like it's clearly a mannequin, but like he's cut into pieces.
Into pieces, and there's blood everywhere.
And it looks like a completely different person.
We're just like, what the fuck?
Like, holy shit.
Yeah. So then he calls the sheriff. The sheriff looks at it, and then the sheriff. You remember this?
Oh yeah, he phones a friend. Yeah.
He has a telephone in his car.
Yeah, not like a radio, not like a ham radio.
And I don't know why, because every other fucking person in this movie has a ham radio. Except for the sheriff, who has a literal, like, kitchen phone.
Telephone. Yep.
In his car.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know.
Only the sheriff deserves that official of a communication device.
Only he gets that much swag.
Yep, it's true.
I don't know. Did they forget?
Yeah.
They probably got to there, and they're like, hey, did you bring the radio? And then the prop guy was like,
I got this telephone.
No, but I just happen to have a telephone for some reason. They're like, okay, fuck it.
Alright, whatever. But then the scene right after that is some, like, police officer calling in
He found, like, a family.
A family. He's calling in on a ham radio. It's not like a...
No, every other time they're talking, it's on, like, a radio. A normal cop radio. Except for this one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yes, the next that scene is he's like calling in. There's like a family dead.
Yeah.
And you're like, and he's like talking. He's like, yeah, we found a family. There's a family. There's like all this blood and there's like the parents and 2 kids. And you're like, are they gonna show the dead kids?
Well, they start panning over,
and you see like the mom.
And you see the mom,
the dad.
And I'm like, they're not gonna show the kids though.
Little did you know.
Because these movies, like, it's very seldom that you see like a dead kid on camera.
Oh,
it's a little risque.
It's kind of taboo.
It is taboo to show a dead kid on screen for good reason. I mean, it's never kind of like an okay thing to do unless it's like you're trying to get a point across.
Unless you're making a movie about killer rabbits.
And this got no point across. It was just too.
You sure?
Oh, it got the point across that
it did.
This got the point across. Don't
fuck with nature.
No. Don't try and make rabbits scary. They're not scary.
Oh, Will, they tried so hard.
Oh, they did. They tried real hard.
They gave it the full effort. But yeah, the whole family's dead. Kids included. You see it all. There's blood everywhere. And then they take, they get a bunch of, like, dynamite.
Yeah, and they go back to the cave.
And they decide they're gonna, like, basically blow it the fuck up.
The gold mine, yeah. So they have 2 of the guys go up and like search for other entrances because they
holes.
They want to know if there's any other entrances,
and they want to just completely shut it off.
Yep.
So
not the doctor. So the doctor and the farmer go into the gold mine.
Yes, and then the scientist, one of the scientists, and someone else are up top.
Yeah.
And he like drops a rock.
Yeah, to study how deep the rabbit hole is.
Yeah.
How far the rabbit hole goes.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah. Things get a little hairy after this, if you know what I mean.
Yes, and
so they drop a rock down.
You know what happens? They get triggered.
The rabbits freak the fuck out.
Because they're sitting there enjoying their fucking nap or some shit.
Yeah.
After eating some trucker and a fucking family. They're like, you motherfucker who's dropping rocks on me.
It never really shows, like, the bodies are fully intact. Like, the only time...
Except for that fucking trucker who's in goddamn pieces.
Yeah, but none of the chunks were missing, so are the rabbits just killing these people? They're not eating them, obviously.
He ate the trucker's food.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention there's earlier a scene where they're in, like, a lab of some sort, and the guy is examining some of the debris from the trucker's like
that's right,
scene,
yeah.
And he's like,
there's saliva.
There's saliva on this like piece of this box, and it was like eaten through.
Yeah,
it wasn't just like an axe or something broke. It was like someone like biting it.
He said like the only thing that can do this is like a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah,
basically, or a rabbit apparently. He didn't say that.
He didn't say rabbit.
No, but...
He said saber-tooth tiger, which would be a scarier movie. But no, we can't have that.
Dude, anything would have been a scarier movie.
Rabbits!
But, it would have been a scarier movie, but we wouldn't have enjoyed it as much.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Because we're about to get into the meat of it.
Yes.
Like, we're just setting it up right now, but the meat of it is beautiful.
So, back in that cave, the rancher and... Whoever the fuck, one of the cops.
The rancher and one of the cops, yeah.
Go in the cave, and they keep going, and they just...
They find these yeah.
They just come across these adorable rabbits, just kind of...
Chilling.
In a miniature cave.
Chilling. They take pictures of them,
and then...
And then the rock riles them all up, and... So they have to get out of the cave, so they start running away.
They start running away, and then the rabbits start running.
We get
through a miniature cave.
We get adorable, fluffy rabbits running through a miniature cave while horror music plays.
Yes, and while they like occasionally growl.
Now, I will tell you again, nothing is scary about this scene.
No.
It is adorable.
It is.
Because, I don't know, like, seeing rabbits run through miniature sets is just fucking cute.
And that's everything.
That's what this movie is.
That's everything in this movie.
And it's fucking adorable.
It's hilarious.
Like, they tried to go for horror, but they got, this is fucking cute. Like, I want to see this every day.
It's not scary.
Yeah. I think that, like, the only... It's like if they did puppies.
Yes.
Or kittens.
Yes. Kittens running through, like, a miniature cave. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
There's even, like, a miniature flashlight. One of them drops a flashlight, and there's, like, a little fucking miniature puppet flashlight that they run over.
Like, have you seen those, like, YouTube videos about, like, with those, like, people that will make, like, miniature meals for their hamster?
Yes.
Like, and how it's all fucking cute because it's, like, little tiny meals.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's like the director, like, was like, this is horrifying.
Oh, this is so scary.
I need to direct this film. It's terrible. Yeah. It's terrifying. I've always been scared of...
Oh, it's terrifying.
Scared of bunnies.
And don't forget, while they're running out, a rabbit comes from out of the fucking ground outside and attacks one of the other ranchers.
Yeah, in the little shack.
Oh, no. So, before this, they get attacked inside because it is where we get introduced to the suit.
Yes, the suit.
So, not only do you get miniatures... But you also get guys in suits.
Guys in rabbit suits.
And
I'm sure that wasn't a demeaning job at all.
I'm in heaven. So, miniatures and guys in suits? Oh, man.
It's like one of the guys gets attacked by a rabbit. And he's struggling with him. And the other guy grabs the gun and smacks him. And you can clearly see this guy in a suit, in a full rabbit suit, grab his head and back off.
Pretend to be hurt.
Yeah.
It's a guy in a suit.
It's clearly a guy in a suit.
Yes.
Because, when they show the rabbits, they're really big. Mm-hmm. And when they show the guys in the suits, they're, like, these scrawny little guys.
They're the size of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, in the movie, the rabbits are supposed to be way bigger than the people.
Yes, but no.
No.
You can't do that.
Because they're as big as, buildings.
Yeah, they're as big as, cars. But no.
Yeah.
You can't have that.
No.
You get a man in a suit, which is great. Which
beautiful.
Is amazing. And then after that, a rabbit comes out of the ground outside and attacks one of the other ranchers again. Same thing. It's a guy in a suit who's
just swinging his arms at the guy.
He's scratching his face, but it's just a guy in a suit. And then the woman shoots it, and it's just it's just a man in a suit.
Jumps out a window.
It's just a man in a suit jumping out of a window.
Mm-hmm.
And then they finally run out.
They blow up the whole cave.
Yeah. And
think the problem is over, right?
But we knew better because we were only 30 minutes into the movie. We're like, oh no.
Yeah, no, there's more. Don't worry. This is where it gets good.
Because they wake up immediately.
The rabbits, yeah.
Yeah.
And they come out of the holes up top where they tried to cave it in.
Yes. Somehow.
Immediately.
How do they climb up there? I have no idea. But whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Who cares?
So then is the horse scene?
Yes.
Is that the next one?
It's the scene when they start attacking the ranch.
Yep. This is the...
Oh my god.
This is the best.
So there's these rabbits on a bunch of sets. Next to cactuses. Miniature cactuses.
Yeah, it shows them running across the landscape and they're miniature cactuses, miniature water
towers and a fucking puddles.
A little tiny lake. It's adorable.
It's so stupid. It's great.
It's cute. It's way too cute.
It's amazing. And
so the horses so they're at the ranch.
It's the main rancher's place, and the horses are freaking out, and his dog is freaking out, and so they're trying to get the horses under control, and they can't.
Right.
So the horses break through the fence and run away, and then. You want to explain this? Well,
yep. So the horses run away. They go into this this kind of canyon almost. Yeah, because there's two arches on the side.
Yeah.
And so the rabbits come up to these hills and look down on the horses running, and I'm like, no way, are we gonna get horses versus rabbits? And sure as shit, the rabbits just start jumping onto the horses. And of course, when the rabbits jump onto the horses, it's guys in suits like jumping onto horses, and
pretending
to smack them around,
pretending to eat them. They did that.
It's ridiculous.
They went there.
Like guys in rabbit suits attack, quote unquote, attacking horses.
It's bullshit. They fucking went there.
They fucking rabbits versus horses.
And the people like get in their cellar or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And they lock themselves in, and the rabbits start like running around inside the house and stuff. And it's a miniature farm.
Yeah. It's more rabbits just running around like a miniature set of houses farm.
They start trying to eat through the door.
Yeah.
And he starts shooting them. And there's like these ridiculous squibs.
Well, I noticed one too.
In the house?
So they're shooting through the floorboards. And so they're shooting through the cellar door and blowing up these rabbits, and they're jumping away. Because it's literally just when they show the live rabbits, it's literally the rabbits reacting to a squib exploding.
Yeah.
It's like rabbits getting spooked by a squib.
Yes.
So they run away from it and kind of jump up like they're scared, not because they were shot, but because they were scared.
Yes. You know what that's called? Movie magic.
Yeah. So they're shooting in the house because all the rabbits have come in the house, and there's miniature soup cans.
It's a miniature kitchen.
Yeah.
Complete with everything.
Yeah, they completely recreated it, just miniature.
Like Campbell soup cans and spoons and forks and tables, everything.
Yeah.
And it's just these rabbits just awkwardly shuffling around in this tiny house.
Yeah, just just chilling.
Just chilling.
They're not really doing anything.
That's all they do in the movie. They just chill.
And so we get a guy's one of the rabbit suits breaks through the floorboards.
They start trying to break through it, and it's a guy's hand.
Yeah.
In a bunny.
And he curls
outfit.
it up and
he punches through it somehow.
So the guy shoots the rabbit, and I had to pause the scene.
Yeah.
Because I noticed something weird about it. So it's this puppet that they set up on this little mounted floorboard that would spring up when the squib exploded. So they set up, and how I know this is because they set up the puppet and didn't bother taking off the masking tape of where to set the puppet.
Yeah, it looks like it's this little piece of wood.
You know how they have to mark where actors are going to be in certain scenes?
Yeah. I'm
sure they had to mark where this puppet was going to be so it would get the highest bounce from the squib. Mm-hmm. So they forgot to take the masking tape off, and it falls down, and the puppet goes high.
Yeah.
Looks like a bunch of ketchup.
Oh, it is.
Well, they actually used actual ketchup to smear on the rabbit.
To make them look scary?
They don't look scary, though.
Oh, they look so terrifying?
It actually makes it more adorable because it's like you picture a rabbit getting into a packet of ketchup.
Because they're not even doing anything.
No, they're just
chilling.
Or eating things, like eating vegetables.
Oh, terrifying.
I know, right?
We do get that.
In the next scene, we do get
a scene of them eating fucking lettuce and shit.
So the rabbits eventually go away because I guess there's nothing there for them at the farm.
Yeah. They're done eating soup cans in the kitchen, so they leave, and then there's we forgot to mention one of the other ranchers, remember? He got in his truck and he ran into them.
Oh yeah, and they
backed up.
They mount a camera to a miniature truck to make the rabbits look big. They were dedicated to this.
Oh yeah. There's a road, fences, a water tower.
A miniature truck with a camera on top of it.
To make it look So he turns around and goes back, and then he gets out and fucking trips over something, and they quote unquote eat him.
Yeah.
Meaning they
just pile over.
A man in a suit awkwardly jumps on him, and that's it. But then after that,
right, and then they're so the guys come out of the cellar and they think that all the rabbits are gone, but then some of the rabbits come back, and we get this really weird thing where they tried to put the film of the rabbits over the actors.
Yes.
And it looks so dumb.
It looks weird.
They should have just stuck with the miniatures and tried to
should have
the movie magic, because this looks Because one of the boards is like going through one of the rabbits.
Yes, it looks very strange.
And while the rabbit is still moving around and stuff.
Oh God.
Looks so stupid. So they scare off the rabbits. They go off. The rabbits go and
And then there's
head towards town to fuck shit up.
There's like a general store, and there's 3 people there. These 2 guys, the owner and these 2 guys playing chess or whatever, and then they leave, and then immediately they come and attack the woman in the general store.
Well, like she locks up. She goes back in the general store and she hears the pitter patter.
Yes, the terrifying. And terrifying. And
so then we get. She looks through the window and has to. I don't know how I would do this as an actor. Like pretend to be horrified by rabbits.
That's what all of them have to do.
But they're running through this miniature set, and I'm like, that is so goddamn cute.
A miniature road.
It's so adorable.
Complete with a stop sign.
I know I've said this time and time again, but it is fucking cute.
It's a miniature road with a stop sign and everything.
Yeah.
And they're just running there, and then she freaks out, and a man in a rabbit suit jumps through the window and
just swipes her,
and there's just an insane amount of blood on her throat, and she's dead. Then the fucking one of the guys gets dropped off at his ranch, and again, same thing. He's outside his house. He's trying to get in, and the pitter patter. And then they come in, and again, a man in a suit jumps on him, fucks him up.
Then we get a scene of just the rabbits, in a general store, just eating a bunch of heads of lettuce, even though they're like Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
And the tomatoes are cherry tomatoes to make it look. They spent way too much. They were way too dedicated to this. They spent way too much time being okay, what's the next miniature we can use?
We gotta go full effort.
Apparently.
Full effort. Then it's the next morning. Everyone's scrambling, and they kind of leave. Some of them are going to town to warn the city, warn the sheriff, warn the governor, etc. And one of them is walking down a road, trying to hitchhike with his gun.
Oh yeah, he flails his gun up. But no, before that, it's the scientist sends his wife and daughter away
to a different town.
Yeah, so they'll be safe. Yeah. So they're trying to the sheriff is trying to warn all the townspeople and trying to evacuate the city.
Yeah.
Because there's an epidemic of rabbits.
Killer rabbits.
Killer rabbits. Killer
it's
giant rabbits.
The word they use in the movie. And so yeah, the scientist is then walking down a road and trying to hitchhike, and he just waves his gun and just up in the air, and these people drive past him, and then he immediately looks at his gun and throws it away oh shit.
I just love how we were making fun of it. Why the fuck would he flail his gun to try and hail down a car? And then they're self-aware of it because the couple in the car is I'm not going to pick up a guy, especially when he has a gun on him.
I'm not picking up any strangers, and especially not when he has a gun.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing in the science is he then throws it away after that because he's oh shit.
Right.
What's funny is we saw Frogs where a similar thing happened, but he got picked up.
He got picked up with a gun.
And they were just
whatever.
They didn't even ask.
And that kid stuck the frog in the screen.
Why do you have a giant gun in your hand? Oh, who gives a fuck? Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
And then they drive past that couple.
Yeah.
Drives past a general store. And they're oh, it's a ghost town. Because there's nothing there.
Yeah. So we never see them again.
No.
They're not important. They were just there to, I guess, for relief. I don't know.
For comic relief.
This whole movie's comic relief.
Yes.
This is just a delight of a movie.
Oh, it's delightful.
It's not a horror movie, though.
No.
So then the guy finally hails some guy down, a priest.
Yeah.
Does it ever show that guy again?
No.
It doesn't show the priest.
He gets to a phone.
He gets to a phone.
And... No, first I don't remember how it went exactly. Because he saw that general store. Remember? He saw the dead body, and then he looked in, and he saw, like, a bunch of rabbits just kind of chilling.
Yeah, that's when they were eating all the vegetables.
Just kind of grinning and being smug.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be terrifying, but no.
And this is when the sheriff and everyone was, like, flying around in the helicopter to, like, survey the land and see where they all were.
To, like, see if they could find them.
Yeah. And then the next scene I remember, like I don't remember anything except for the next scene, which is the next scene I remember is them at the drive-through, the drive-in.
No, so there's also the scene where his wife and daughter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're driving away,
and they like pull into somewhere and get stuck.
Yeah. So
they can't get to town, but then they're kind of like they're coming up with all these ideas, and their idea is.
Well, we also forgot to mention. So they get stuck. The woman. So I'm trying to like explain all this. So the scientist gets to like the sheriff and everyone.
Yeah.
They take a helicopter somewhere, talk with a guy. Then the scientist takes the helicopter and goes and looks for his wife because they haven't contacted him.
Yeah.
And that he's worried that the rabbits
That's after they come up with the plan, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So their plan is they are going to, like, basically electrocute
a railway.
Yes, and at first I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they set up a giant, like a 2-foot wall or something.
They basically set up, like, these cars to where the rabbits have no choice but to go on this stretch of railway.
Yeah.
And that way, when they walk over it, they'll get fucked up because it's... They show it later, but at first I was just like, what the fuck? Okay. But, yeah, after that, he goes in the helicopter and finds his wife,
and she's being attacked by rabbits, except every time he shines the spotlight on her, there's no rabbits anywhere.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
And, like, every time he, like, shows this, like, him searching for them, it's, like, just these, like, rabbits running across this, like, little field.
Yes, this little field with a miniature RV.
Yep.
And don't forget when the man in the rabbit suit swiped at her.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
For no reason.
Just swipes at her. And then so he...
tries to fucking jab her like a goddamn boxer.
He scares off all the rabbits by trying to land the helicopter.
Apparently.
And then... they fly to safety, and then is it the drive-through? The drive-in?
The drive-in was before this, but yeah. They go to the drive-in and, like, they tell everybody to go, that it's, like, not safe.
Yeah.
And I guess those are the cars that then line up to, like, create the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So, all this happens, you see a bunch of shots of the rabbits kind of running across the landscape.
Yeah, again, just running across miniatures and... landscape and stuff like that.
And then... So they like disconnect the power lines or something, and they attach them to the railway.
Right.
And that's how they.
So they let a train car pass so it doesn't get electrocuted.
Yeah.
And then they hook up a power line to the railway, and then before the final climactic scene, we get rabbits versus cows.
You mean
rabbits versus stock footage of cows.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I should clarify. Stock footage of cows.
Day for night stock footage of cows.
Yep. So we get a bunch of rabbits running across the field and like guys in suits attacking cows. But while they're chasing them, it'll show the rabbits running across, and then it'll show stock footage of the cows.
And it's completely different times of day.
Yeah.
Completely different.
And then they just kind of try to darken the tone of them.
It doesn't work at all.
No.
The rabbits, the sky is pitch black. Pitch fucking black because it's filmed in like a fucking studio somewhere on a set. The cows, the sky is like slightly dark blue.
Yeah.
It's like...
you can totally tell it's day.
It's not even sunset, okay? Bullshit.
No, it's like middle of the day. Like stock footage of stampedes.
Seamless.
They probably took like, I don't know, nature things of like... stampedes, yeah.
Exactly what they did.
Cut them in.
Oh, yeah. It's seamless, Will. I was so fooled.
I was too. I was like, wow, those rabbits are really going after those cows.
Man, they really did that.
Yeah.
Oh man, effort.
And of course, every time it shows the rabbits like attacking the cows, it's just guys in suits.
It's just guys in suits like hugging them.
Yeah.
Just like
smearing ketchup over them.
Just hugging them. They're not even reacting. They're just like there.
No, the cows don't care.
And they try to like overlay like spooky like sound effects. It's like, no, you fuck. They're just like hugging a cow.
Exactly.
Just there. No.
Oh man.
And then after this, they start going towards the railway.
Mm-hmm.
These National Guard guys with machine guns start shooting at them, and you don't really see them die at all.
No, they don't even get shot.
No,
not really.
They don't.
And then they run into where the cars are, and like get trapped, and then have to run to the railway.
And there's like 100 rabbits running towards this railway, and then
just footage of rabbits like laying down while like they put like special effects of like
Oh like, God!
Like the rabbits, like you can tell the rabbits aren't getting hurt.
No,
like the rabbits aren't even
which
reacting.
Is good. For our sake, that's
no,
good.
it's good. I'm glad they didn't hurt any. But rabbits.
It's just like it's so cheap.
But like it looks so stupid because the rabbits are just laying down and they like put all this like electricity around them and stuff like that.
It's like they put fake like electricity effects over it and fake smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they show like the dead bodies of the rabbits, it's just like a smoke filter.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of rabbits laying down. Or like running, like just running
fucking,
around,
at
being
that point,
rabbits.
It's like just a bunch of like fucking puppets of like whatever furry animal. Mm-hmm. Just put them down, put some smoke over it. Yeah, right. Convincing.
It's fine. It looks great.
It's fine.
So we're supposed to believe they killed every single, even though there was like hundreds of rabbits.
Don't forget, some of them apparently make it past and try to smack the rancher to death.
Oh, that's right.
But it doesn't matter because he shoots them.
Mm-hmm.
The poor man in the suit stands no chance.
None whatsoever.
No chance.
So they kill all the rabbits, apparently.
And, it immediately cuts to a fucking, baseball game?
It doesn't even really, end,
No.
It's so, anticlimactic.
It's just sudden.
Yeah,
because... It cuts to a baseball game, and it's this, the rancher and his scientist friend from earlier just, talking about, oh, how's your farm doing now? It's just like, whoa, okay, just who needs
exposition?
Who needs a climax?
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Go.
So we get
this movie offers no sexual satisfaction for you.
No, none. Except for it did it got me my daily dose of oh, that's cute.
Yeah, this is true.
It's cute.
This is true.
It's a cute movie.
And after this, it goes back to the ranch, and it's all happy and cheery, and it zooms in on these two rabbits.
Yep.
And all I could think of was, that's our monsters.
Mm-hmm. Rabbits.
It's
whoever was.
Apparently, this is based on a fucking book.
Yeah, I kind of want to read the book.
What was it called?
The
something of
the rabbits. The rage of the rabbits.
Yeah,
or something
or
like
anger
that.
of the rabbits, or something.
They were I can't remember. But whoever's read
I'm curious, that, is the book this stupid?
Whoever read that book and was you know what, this deserves a movie, and sat in a boardroom and they were all talking about it, and they're like, you know what we should make?
Rabbits.
A monster movie with rabbits.
Wabbits.
That guy should have been taken out and slapped in the face and then been told he's fired.
Oh, no, Will.
Because what studio, it's MGM. What studio was going to be you know what? Rabbits is a good idea.
Rabbits is good.
But you could tell they were shameful of it because none of their production or anything mentioned rabbits. Not even the posters.
The posters and their trailers, neither of them show the rabbits. And the title was changed, too, because it was originally going to be called Rabbits.
Yeah.
But they thought the people wouldn't take it seriously. I wonder why.
Why wouldn't they take a bunch of rabbits killing people seriously?
Yeah, that should have been a sign. Like, why? Why'd you do this?
Like, you can take out the gory scenes and show this to a kid, and they'd probably think it was, like, awesome.
Oh, yeah. They'd be like, is this supposed to be scary? It's not scary. It's adorable.
It's adorable.
Even the scene where they get fucking zapped to death because you don't even see shit. You're just laying down.
I'm sorry, those rabbits are just cute. I can't help it. Like, it just... I wasn't scared. I was just like, wow, that's... Like, the miniatures, they did really well on, but, like, at what expense? They were trying so hard to be scary, too.
The expense of the reputation of the director.
Like, they could have gone with, like, demonic... Like, rabbits, that would have been a little scarier. It still wouldn't have been scary.
Anything.
But it would have been scarier than guys in suits and rabbits running along miniatures.
It's great.
It is.
It's stupid. It's great. What are your final thoughts on this beauty?
I'll be honest. I kind of get why there's a cult following.
Yeah.
Just because, like, it is, like, kind of... It's really entertaining to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I actually was I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Just because, like, the dedication to the miniatures and, like, how non-threatening the bunnies are. Like, it's hilarious, and it's really... I don't know. It's really cute to watch, like, those rabbits run along, like, such dedicated, like, miniature sets. They tried so hard. They put, like paint cans, like, little spoons, little, like there was, like, a little flashlight in the cave. Like...
Little details.
Little tiny details in these, like, little miniatures. So there was a lot of production to it. And, like, it just didn't work as a horror movie. It's more of, like, I'm probably going to watch this again, but just because I thoroughly enjoy it as, like, just to make fun of it.
As a failure.
Yeah, it's a total failure, but I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Ooh, yes.
Just because it was so, like, fun to watch bunnies try and be threatening. Because they're not.
Not at all.
What are your final thoughts on the film?
It's admirable just how much, like, they tried. They really wanted this shit to be scary.
They wanted it so bad.
They went all the way with, like, trying to make this nonsense work, and it just doesn't.
I have to commend them for that. Like the fact that they were like, let's try and make bunnies scary, and did the best they could with it.
And having the actors stand there and pretend like they're horrified by bunnies.
Yeah.
And then awkwardly wrestling with guys in rabbit suits. They really went there.
The director must have loved the book. Like, there's no way. There's no way you would have made this movie if you didn't love the book. There's no way this movie should even exist, but it does, and it's kind of beautiful that it does.
I'm glad it does, because
I am too.
It means that someone did it. Someone decided to make a fucking horror movie about rabbits. Big rabbits.
Like, I'd like to see a horror movie about puppies.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, trying to make puppies scary.
Terrifying.
Oh, it'd be horrible.
Terrifying.
Or little tiny kittens. Or like little, like, chicks, you know, like the little, like little yellow chicks.
Oh, this is scary.
Scary. Horrifying.
Those beaks will fuck you up, Will.
I know.
Fuck you up.
Baby ducklings. Like, I want to see, like, people try and make horror movies like this. Like, try and make something that's just way too cute scary.
Nah. Everyone wants to make, fucking 3-headed mega dick shark versus super duper mega earth shattering octopus.
If you're talking about Asylum movies, yeah, they probably got to the bottom of the barrel and kept going.
I have no comment. The less I say about those movies, the better. It's just not. No.
I mean, the fact that they don't take themselves seriously means we don't have to watch them on this show, so... Are we watching some Asylum movies?
Some, but I have an issue with movies that are like deliberately trying to be stupid.
See, they're self-aware that they're stupid. That's the thing with
It's not
Asylum.
even that. Like, they just Sharknado. There's no. It's funny when someone thinks they're making a real movie and failing.
Like this.
But when someone's making some piece of crap, it's a meme movie. That's what it is. It's a meme movie.
That's fair.
I don't... Like, what's the point?
Right.
It's a fucking meme. Wow. A tornado with sharks. If someone was making that and was like, yeah, see, this is it's a metaphor for our degradation of nature and how nature is taking revenge. Like, if someone thought they were being
really serious
with that shit, it would be hilarious. But no. It's just some dude bro being like, yeah, bruh. Fucking Sharknado. But that's,
Well, it could be Birdemic.
That dude thinks he's a genius.
Yeah, he does. That's why Birdemic is hilarious.
Mm-hmm. That dude really thought he was on that Alfred Hitchcock shit.
Oh, he did.
Little did he know. Fucking birds can't hold up to that with those fucking coat hangers. Genius.
I need to see more. Like,
more of this?
More horror movies where they try and take something cute and make it horrifying.
I mean, we got a lot of these in the 70s.
Please tell me there's like Night of the Kittens or like
no,
or like Air Bud like Air Buddies like fucking Horror Hour or something.
Sadly, no. But there are a bunch of these like giant animal attack movies.
I'm excited for more because I actually I love monster movies.
Like, I do too.
They're like some of my favorites. So like the fact that we get to watch all these terrible ones just puts it in perspective like how good my favorite ones are. Oh yeah. Like
Will, this is so much better than Jaws.
Oh, leagues better. Bunnies are way more horrifying than a giant great white shark.
Oh man. Those bunny teeth fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you up.
Or like
fuck you up and eat all your soup. Oh man.
Or like Lake Placid. Like fuck crocodiles. Fuck giant crocodiles.
Lake Placid is a masterpiece.
I love it. I don't even
I'm
care.
not even being sarcastic.
It's great.
We will, however, watch
Lake Placid 2?
Yes, there's like 2 sequels.
Yeah, I think there's 3
bullshit
Lake Placids.
Trash.
Yep.
We will watch them. But Lake Placid is fantastic. Lake Placid is an example of a monster movie that's like self-aware, but it's not stupid.
Exactly. It knows it's ridiculous, but it totally goes with it.
It goes with it enough to where it's funny, but it's not a complete joke.
Yeah. Right.
And then there's this, which is
amazing.
This is dedicated to the game. They're not joking with this thing.
No, like the director was super serious about making this film. You can tell this wasn't a fucking joke to him.
No.
Like that's what's the most hilarious. Like this was not a fucking joke.
Those are the best bad movies.
Like
when they just have fucking clue.
This guy was like, this is a fucking masterpiece. Like when he's watching those like bunnies run across miniatures, he's like, this is so scary. This will scare the shit out of people.
There's not a single frame of this movie that is even like
remotely scary.
That's even creepy. Not one.
No. Especially the bunnies. Like, come on. Like, you tried, but you failed. The bunnies are not scary. It's not like I'm going to see bunnies and be like, oh no. I don't want them to get big and
terrifying.
Like, smack me.
You know there was a movie from the 90s called Mosquito?
Yeah, I do. I've never seen it, but I know there was one.
I've heard it's fun. But you know, it just makes me think, like, really?
I just can't wait for more monster movies, to be honest. I want to see more things like this where the director takes himself way too seriously and just doesn't do the right thing. This guy should have just stopped at rabbits. But, like...
Oh, man, look, someone had to direct it. It had to be someone. Someone had to go and take the task of trying to make this shit seem scary and failing.
They did. They failed, but at least the effort was there.
Yes.
And, yeah, so... Yeah, that was Night of the Lepus.
Night of the Lepus.
Night of the Rabbits. The hares. The rabbits.
Night of the hares. Rabbits don't growl.
No, well, they don't eat people. They bite people.
Well, according to this movie, they just rip them into fucking shreds.
I mean, rabbits are assholes, but they don't eat people.
Apparently, in this movie, they just rip you to fucking shreds.
Yeah.
Like a goddamn... Like you're a fucking cake. I
don't know either. Well, anyway, so, yeah. They mostly come out at night. This has been Will.
And this has been Alex.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye!